Wait, what happened? What? That's weird. Oh, something got deleted. I gotta redo something. No, that's fine.
Was he?
That's fine too. Come on, can you talk real quick?
I'm talking.
Everything seems to be okay. Alright.
Mind you, I haven't figured out my mic sensitivity too well. So we're streaming right now?
Yep.
High octane waiting room gameplay. Oh, very good, very good. I'm glad you're ready, nerd.
I'm the most important one.
Well, not right now. Right now, the most important one is the Sovereign Slime.
Ah, yeah,
There
sure.
he is right now.
I agree.
Ah, yes. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
Still waiting.
Alright, Bandit is here. Looks like we're good to go.
Alrighty.
Please don't tell me I lost any from that. Pretty sure I didn't ever check.
I bet you broke everything. So, once again, for the viewers, we are playing on Moro's Patch. Now, unlike the last game that happened on Saturday, Friday,
Saturday.
uh,
Saturday.
there
Not
have
too
been
sure.
more changes. The seed system is currently live. It's active. In our testing, it worked. So, hopefully, that and a few other changes haven't thrown us into disarray. So far, things look okay. There's a possibility that players can start with the Goblin, which Slime started with.
I picked that one.
No, no, he's a cheater. Who's this box? Oh, it's Bandit.
Come on. Look.
Bonne chance.
Taking
We've
the
got
weird base, dude.
we got two different base choices now. Now, I definitely favor the location that Tohako and Bandit have gone, except for the fact that they're doing that weird extended L, like we saw in one of the games in the previous match. And their town halls are in a jarring situation. They're diagonal from each other.
Yeah, that's.
But we'll see how it goes.
I'd put my town halls like right next to the wall, next to that gate.
My next question is so Furious D is known for using the hero wall. Were you talking to him at all about whether he was going to try to use that in the tournament matches?
I don't think we will. It's just wise to go for a regular wall.
By the way, life walls are now rare. We still see Ali J put one down all the same. Before they were uncommon, so they were a little bit cheaper. Well, half the cost as they are now. A little bit less than that, actually. The enchanted walls took their place in common.
Furious already has a moon wall up. No gold mines yet, so this could be very big.
Only 2 gold farms for Furious. I mean, there's not a whole lot more on the other side
Play
of
on the
map for
Xbox.
Team Red-Headed Stepchildren. They've got
It
one
won't
gold mine,
break.
dropping
Yeah.
down some walls, just like the other side did. They're both probably sitting at fairly similar gold amounts, especially since they sent 2 spawners right out the gate. And there's the first gold mine. Rising Hose. The the first part of that name, Rise, Rise is Rise Heaven. He is not here for this match. We've got Furious D in its place. We are seeing the use of punji sticks for the left side team. They're not right up against the walls though, so it's making me wonder about why they're putting them there instead of right against the walls.
Where?
At their top entrance, you can see the punji sticks are just a little further away. Maybe they're planning to put more walls in front of them.
Oh, for. The flags.
Are you having a stroke over there? Is everything all right?
It's fine. It's fine.
Chez vous. There's a second spawner for Team Rising Hose. They are getting gold mines now. So I would say the eco is definitely, for the moment, it's going to be favoring the Rising Hose for a few more. Now, no lings have been spawned yet. As far as I can guess, no ling upgrades have been bought either, have they? They would probably only be worth 2 eco at this point, so that's fine to skip it. It's going to be very difficult for me to tell what Ali's eco is. Perhaps that's why they, for people who didn't notice, she requested to have black as her color. But I'm not going to be able to tell you what it is. Just can't tell. I think it says 13. We got 8 for Bandit. Sort of to be expected at this stage of the game. And so far, the Rising Hose have been content to just leave most of their towers and even one of their walls just not fully built. There's no lings incoming. Third spawner coming out for on the left side's map. Now, I don't think I've heard anything about Bandit changing his playstyle. I think he's still going for an army build, isn't he? Got 1 axe thrower down, 1 Naga already. More punji sticks, but again, outside. Not right against the walls. The first 10 lings are being sent. They'll be here in 30 seconds. So far, not a whole lot to comment on these builds. Things look okay. They've got a few gold mines, both of these teams. They're not going to be poor anytime soon. I don't think anybody's going to be strapped for cash. The question is whether they're going to start pumping into spawners early and whether anybody's going to go out and kill them. Yes, Town Hall. What about it, Town Hall?
I think this is when last tournament and nobody had a town hall, or Jenny didn't.
I mean, I still don't get what that has to do with anything. But there's a lot more time before we get to the point where Jenny got her town hall. It's at the 24-minute mark. So nothing out of the ordinary yet. Taking it slow. We've actually got a crystal wall. I'm just noticing on the bottom side, so that's a large investment at this stage. They're at epic level, so if you want crystal walls, probably can't afford to pass them up, or maybe you can afford to pass them up because it's gonna take a big hit into your eco.
Looks like AJ's doing walls too.
Yeah, that seems to be what they did in the past. Now upgrades have started. Furious. He's got one weapon upgraded.
Furious did roll a lumber mill in a town, blacksmith.
And we got a sniper tower in between the gold farms on Rising Hose. Completely not importantly, sniper towers are now arrow sniper towers. They do arrow damage. They won't hurt arrow link. Does that matter for versus? No. It's not going to be any impact at all. But if you enjoyed the Predator mode, you might be interested to take note of that. Yeah, putting the punji sticks back definitely increases their longevity, but it's not making them do any more damage.
Wonder if they're gonna have like living stones in front.
Yeah, maybe that's part of it. Because there's been times where I get a living stone, I'm like, well, I just built a punji stick, and it's gonna do me more good right now than the living stone. So I can't remember the comparison in terms of rarity from what the living stone used to be and what the living stone is now, or how rare it is to find one.
It is currently epic.
It's currently epic, but that doesn't necessarily give us any insight into what the chances were earlier, unless you're very lucky and got to look at the spreadsheet like I did. But I can't talk about that. Don't mention it to anybody that I saw it. But yeah, that's probably what they're doing. I still put punji sticks down though. First ones are they're 15 gold. Scale very cheaply. But it's not going to be a big deal. It's not going to matter for a while. Bandit's archer count. He's got axe throwers. He's at 2. He already started his no unit upgrades yet. But he does have a blacksmith queued up, ready to build whenever he gets his eco up higher. He is sitting at, good lord, I can't read it. He's sitting at 36 eco, and AJ is at 20.
How could you not read bandits?
No, I can read bandits. And I mean, it's in red, so it's not easy. It's not that easy to read.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Old man.
Old man. These lings, by the way, are at 4, so that's already at a pace faster than some of our previous games, the tournament. And some of them were probably bought by your team, and some of them were bought by my team by the looks of things.
Yep.
And those level 4 lings are putting a little bit of a dent on the resonance wall. I think they're microing wells a little bit.
AJ now has 2 blacksmiths. One is unbuilt
But-
though. Toho now has all of his enchanted walls up.
Indeed. Now I'm a little concerned about the way that they've placed them. Now, having the enchanted walls on the outside does make them very weak if you don't ever get replacements. But I'm curious what style of wall he's going to go for the inside. Is he going for a big wall, regular wall? Is he going for 2 big walls even further inside? I don't know.
He'll probably be
Honest.
going.
On his other entrance, he's going for 2x2s. But gosh, the Dendro Crystal wall looks so strange with black.
That looks good.
Not green crystal at all.
AJ doesn't look like she's actually doing damage. She might just not have the money to afford it currently.
Perhaps not. I'm sure she's aware that she's gonna need it with eventually.
Yep, she bought it.
Now we got 6 spawners sent for Team Rising Hose, only 4 for Redheaded Stepchildren. Yeah, given that these lings are at, gosh, they've been getting upgraded again. Some come by. They're at the teams are killing them rather quickly, but these moonwells are getting taxed. And that's not going to be a problem at all for the enchanted walls, so long as they aren't totally dry. And we've actually got Tohoku replacing some of his enchanted walls with life walls.
I wonder what he's actually gonna do for that wall.
Me too. Lings are at, see if I can grab one here. Level 5, only level 5. All the same, I guess that bottom entrance, it's only got the Frost Tower and the Dendro for defense. So if anything's attacking the resonance wall, it won't die very quickly. Of course, I guess Bandit's got those archers, so let's have a look. Still no archer upgrades yet, though. Now, I do still think, I mean, both teams' bases are going to be weak to rain, honestly. You can defend the right side team's base against rain. Like, you actually can, like, it's possible. But it's more space to cover, and there's actually Zoomlings in there right now, biting them. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. I've definitely misclicked Rains before, but the Lings aren't particularly upgraded. The Moonwells kept those builders alive, even while I wasn't looking at them. The Underling, on the other hand, which has got a new health bar.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
The reason for that has to do with, yes, everything's clear on the other side of the map. I can talk about that. The reason, as far as I'm aware, has to do with 300% difficulty for PvE that's coming out, with the whole purpose of it not being possible. Hopefully, but
Well, not hopefully.
hopefully for us it's possible. Hopefully for Slime it's not, because there's a special skin that you can get if you complete 300%. Now, part of the reason that bosses were one of the challenges that Slime had when coding it was trying to make it so that the corner bosses were scaling effectively, because he was giving them extra levels to begin with, just because it's at a higher difficulty. And then so as they get to level 7, which they would normally get to level 4 only, 100%, they were running the risk of overflowing their life. Oh, and Furious looked like he was considering building a landmine outside there. Let's see if he decides to do it. He won't be able to without blinking.
Bandit
But-
did get a Zeppelin, but has never started unit upgrades.
Wonder when he's gonna try that. Let's see. Now, unfortunately, we can't tell what his Moonwell heal upgrades are at. Oh yeah, he has one tower, so towers don't have any damage upgrades either. But yes, that back to the health bar of the Hunterling. The reason it's like that is in order to give the cute mentals more functional health without causing them to overflow to the point where they have 1 health or 0 health and just instantly get 1 tap, was to give them shields instead. And the shields were coded to regenerate just like health, not like shields where they would be very rapid like the enchanted wall. So essentially they've got a second health bar, but the health bar that he made for the cute mentals didn't work for that, so he had to pick a new one. Is my guess. By the way, those punji sticks are now right in front of the walls, so good. I don't know why they weren't there to begin with.
Oh, I
Maybe-
know what. Probably because it's more dangerous to go outside.
That's exactly what I was about to say after saying I didn't know why. Bandit's doing some special tactics. Pick up, drop off, pick him back up again. We'll see what he does now, if anything. Can I put that guy on a hotkey and follow him? No. See where that Zeppelin goes, if it goes anywhere. Maybe it's just to move him around quickly around his base. I don't know. They're always going to be fast, speed ores.
AJ finally got her 4 res walls. Replacing that crystal wall, actually.
Replacing the crystal wall. Okay. I mean, I still really like the resonance wall. Resonance wall a little bit weaker this patch. Less stun, less shorter duration of a stun than in previous versions. But otherwise, still quite good. In terms of eco, I bet that right side team's doing a little bit better. They've got more gold mines. They've had more spawners for a while now. They haven't been pushing that number. I think they're probably at the point where they could start pushing to a 7th more. I really hope this Moopy of Bandits survives for a long time, by the way, but I don't think he is. And I've been nervous about this L-shaped base taking this big entrance. Not big, well, it's bigger than the other entrance could have been, but just building so much further away that you're not taking advantage of possibly overlapping your defenses. But right now, they've got more defenses. The left side team, they've only got 3 Moonwells. They've got 1 Charger. Meanwhile, the other team has 3 Chargers. No, 5 Chargers and 5 Moonwells. Now, it's split between 2 entrances, but they had enough to split them. I do want to remind people, this is a game being played with matching seeds. Both of these players, both of these teams, 1 person from either team. Yeah, we were joking about literacy previously and competency in the English language. I'm flubbing it right now. But both players on both teams, there's somebody who matches the other team that has the same rolls. Every roll will be close to identical. Once you start building blacksmiths, things shift ever so slightly in terms of rarity. Just in terms of the weighting system, it looks for something close by. Slime's gonna yell at me for getting it wrong, but it's very close to identical, even when you build. It's absolutely identical
Yeah.
when you don't build blacksmiths. And all that changes is what roll you're on, and what you choose to build.
Yeah, so
And we're already seeing a drastic difference in bases in
somebody
terms of-
somebody didn't build a workshop.
somebody did not build a workshop.
Which I get, small base. Income's looking pretty good for Rising Hose.
I bet. What are we at?
165 and 176.
Well, indeed, that's a lot better. Got 123 for one, and something in the 90s for the other.
Using that Dreadlord for the Bloodlust, I see.
There's definitely a choice you can make. Now, it's really good at buffing damage, but you're paying for it
Moonwell.
in terms of heal. You can't make your Moonwells not target him. That would be really cool if you could, but he's going to be a constant drain on the Moonwells as long as he's casting that ability. Which, when you've only got 3 Moonwells and 1 Charger, I don't think you can afford that. Now, maybe if it's good enough to make the archers kill everything, booyah. But I have my concern. That said, we'll see if Rising Hollis will be able to make a strong enough defense at both of their very far apart entrances to survive. They are so far putting up a little bit of rain defense. They've only got 1 tower that's covering a dedicated area. The rest they could be distracted by stuff at the entrances. But the spawner counts are only just starting to go up for Red-Headed Stepchildren. Yeah, Bandit's got a lot of priestesses, but again, if you can't make the Moonwells not target Dreadlord, the priestesses aren't going to do their job of healing as much as they could. Plus, you know, scratch that idea. I wonder what you end up passing up to get priestesses. I wonder what else are on his rolls. Because he's got... This is one of those areas where you look at it as... It really changes your playstyle when you go to units, in terms of what things you're building. And I wonder what kind of choices he's made. That the other team certainly could have just been like, oh, well, I'm taking this thing. He's going to be spending a lot more time sitting there building the archers that other people might skip. I wonder how many more rolls he's seen, any less rolls he's seen, if it's affecting him at all. It doesn't appear, though, that he's going to be going out to fight any spawners. He's just got a Zeppelin with 5 grunts in it. Footman, actually, and an enchanter. That's good enough to go out. If he's going to. I haven't looked at the Lings in a while. They are at 12, 26 minutes. The wall upgrades for Tohoko are at 3s. And the damage ups of Furious are at 5.
That wall is taking a lot of damage now.
Yeah, it is. It's in the green. The green. Not the green. One of them's in the green. The one that's not taking damage. It's in the orange. And I don't know where their Moonwell rolls are. They've got 3. Still have 3. It's been a while. And meanwhile, the other team has 6. And their front enchanted wall hasn't been getting any flack whatsoever. It's about to lose its shields now, and it might be approaching the time where Tohoko's going to lose it. In fact, yeah, he's elected to let it die. He has all his Moonwells off.
You should probably aim for that right wall soon, before it gets covered.
Indeed. And there is a decent amount of offense there.
Yeah, but it's certainly the weaker wall.
Yeah. You don't want to miss your window for aggression, like we said.
Bandit made a Lich, which is also just taking more Moonwell energy.
Yeah, it's one of the things people talk about. That you build Lich, and there's occasionally moments where it's really good for just distracting from keeping the lings off of your front walls. But in a base like this, where you can't place your Moonwells in a position where they won't be touching over the wall, they're gonna try their best to heal those skeletons who have no hope of surviving. We have actually got another Moonwell going down. Looks like it's going to be a Moonwell dedicated for the front wall.
And another Moonwell then.
But meanwhile, that bottom entrance, none of the Moonwells are healing that bottom wall. Like, they're in range, but they're too distracted. They've got too much work to do. And maybe part of it's because, well, we actually saw a stone throw at Bandit, and I think it actually stopped him from building.
Yeah, he's not building it currently.
Let's see when he notices. It's 12 seconds after.
It's a long time. Oh, he just goes
Not with his life. You see a boost coming out, and I think they smell blood in the water. These Moonwells are dry.
Oh, top wall is Brit, and that's game. Maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not yet, but yes, eventually. Hey, wait until the builder
calls
is
in.
dead. Oh.
Yep, there we go. Oh, slime.
Right before the second Hunter Lens would have been coming out. Oh. Slime's in Bandit and AJ's chat. How long has he been there?
Oh, he just barely went there.
Okay.
Oh, he's probably guiding them on how to join.
Yes, we are being careful. Or at least Slime's being careful. We're just two buffoons. But there's a specific order that we invite the players so that they are indeed the people who are competing are actually the ones who are matched with each other the same seed.
And Bandit or AJ will join first.
No, I'm not surprised about how that one went, given the early eco advantage that I saw happening. The spawner. They were sitting at 6 spawners, Rising Hose. Several, with the other team sitting 4. And the disparity grew from there. And the Moonwell count over time, the choices to not get forgiven. Or in Bandit's case, his moves are less effective. He's not getting tower up.
Did you guys see them? What they broke?
What did they break?
They broke their crystal wall to put a nerf to resonance.
We know. We saw that.
It made me so sad.
Well, it didn't get to the point where the crystal wall could have really been brought to bear with the versions that you like to see.
Well, even the Dendro crystal wall is better than any other wall right now.
You think so?
Yep.
We didn't
Yep,
say
yep.
that about the Thorns wall. How much better are the numbers?
When I buffed the Pyro wall, I buffed the shit out of the Dendro wall as well.
Okay. I mean, I just don't bloody well see crystal wall, so it's.
Oh, Willie's hopping in here. Okay.
I made them epic for a reason.
I guess we need to help Willie get in.
He's not in any voice chat.
Yeah, Willie.
He's just a big old stinky.
Well, then join the attorney lobby. Voice chat. We'll drag you in. See how easy it was?
That match really highlighted the importance of manual Moonwell micro healing.
Oh yeah.
It's really important to give them a chance to regenerate energy. If you're not living in the luxury of that is 12 or more chargers.
Yeah.
And even then, those don't charge quick.
No, they don't. What is the charge time on those? Like
They got
4 minutes?
I think they got buffed recently. I believe the last time I timed one it was like 8 minutes. So
8 minutes?
They charge it like 3.5 per second.
So
Yeah.
it should be faster now, and my memory could just be holding on to a random number, if I'm being completely honest.
No, that was the old. I think that was when it was like around 2 energy a second.
What do we got for walls here? We got some 2 base entrances. Another 2 base entrance, another 2 entrance base rather. No 1 bases that I can see.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what the rules are for gate spawning in this. It looks like
Gotta be
Can't
that's
get
gotta be 4 wide for a gate to be able to spawn there.
well, I don't know about this choice here. Redheaded stepchildren. They seem to have gone for a 3 entrance instead of 2. Now, admittedly,
This looks like a
Tohoku.
hero wall is coming out.
yeah, that's curious to me because he
A
didn't get a single
hero
entrance
wall?
base.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Use basically a Dreadlord as a wall, since he can have over 20,000 HP.
Oh. I thought you were meaning like there's gonna be a new hero that's gonna be a wall.
Oh.
Every hero's a wall if you're brave enough.
Yeah, get a Lich out there. He'll tank.
Bring back the old rings of defense. But yeah, another match where we're seeing different base choices. Neither team went where I expected them to go. I was thinking, yeah, Wow, spawners right off the gate. Right off the bat. Right into. Nobody waiting. There's a little bit of sitting around going on for stepchildren. They don't. Oh, never, never mind. I'm not used to people having peon miners. I was staring at it like that builder's not doing anything, but it's just stupid.
It's weird. Diagonal town halls.
Yeah, they're doing it again. They've got all the room in the world to have done it different, but they just said screw it. Maybe they knew that I was talking crap on this game.
I
I
wonder
think this
how.
new
If they did know,
this new gold farm start is interesting.
I personally do gold farm start over anything. You just have to hope you get a town hall.
Right.
I mean, with the town hall being uncommon properly now.
I mean, we saw 2 matches a couple days ago where someone didn't get a town hall until 20 minutes twice.
Yeah.
Who knows why that happened?
Bad luck.
It is always the chance that it is always the risk that you take. But as long as you're not sitting on gold mines that are empty, functional, it's not any different, right? Because you have a teammate who's got a town hall probably. They can mine it. Eventually, you should get a town hall before 25 minutes, I think. Just as surely as you're gonna get a town hall, but a miner. But like we used to build miners. Like some people probably still build miners first.
I did miner start until town hall was changed to rare.
Yeah. So now the town hall isn't rare. You are now thinking that that's not a good choice.
Well, since there's no safeguard, the only reason I would go with miner start is because for a while there was a safeguard in place where if you didn't have a town hall, your chances of rolling a town hall was dramatically increased, and then also for the first 3 minutes of the match, you had a higher increased chance to roll a gold mine. That's why I used to go miner first.
Yeah. So right now you've got an increased chance to get your first town hall again. It's at uncommon. Gold farms are more common than they ever were. So you can throw
I'll
down
still
a
probably
gold-
going town hall first after this new patch. I've just
Oh,
seen too many
okay.
times. No town hall. I don't know. There's 2 sides to it because it's like there's the problem of going through all your gold and then you don't have your town hall miner in mine and now you only have 5 income and you're broke.
10 income
but-
because you built the gold farm.
Well, right. That's what I'm saying. If you don't go gold farm first, that's the risk that you run, is just going flat broke and now you don't have your 3 essentials that you need to start mining gold, and now you don't have your bonus income. But if you do get the 3 where you have town miner and gold mine, I think it takes 3.5 or 4 minutes to mine 500 gold with 1 miner. So instead of waiting about 16.5 minutes to get your 500 gold from the gold farm, you're going to get it in a quarter of the
This
amount
is a
of time.
lot of links.
Yeah.
I think
and
the basic towers are going to handle it, but both teams had to scramble a teeny bit at first, but much more so on left side team. So they're getting surprised by the 36 lings that showed up on their side door.
I'm surprised they're not hitting that, either team is hitting that spawner right outside their doors.
Yeah.
Maybe they want to wait for the 4th spawner.
Yeah.
But it's more efficient to attack the third one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you need 3. Well, give me one second.
Hold on, let me think about that.
Well, because a spawner gives you 3 income, you need 3 spawners to give you 3 income from the spawn wave. And being stuck on 2 is you're forced to buy that 3rd one to have efficient scenting.
I guess the one efficient thing about waiting until that 4th one is like right here, they're able to kind of split the waves so they don't have a shitload of lings bashing on one door. Because if they broke that spawner and then the next one just pops right above, then you know that those 2 guard towers and that enchanted wall they threw down there is not really going to be doing very much, and all those lings are going to start flooding through the top side. Which now they got a Death Knight, this might be doing well here now.
This is exact Furious wants.
Yeah, I think from what he was mentioning previously, Death Knight is one of the best 2 heroes that you can get for his hero wall.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as he can get... If he can get the Trents, what are they called? Ancients of War, to
Yep.
As sacrifice targets, I think it does outperform the
Dreadlord.
Dreadlord. The words.
Yeah, you get a 25 armor for 5 minutes, which is the same amount of time that the cooldown is for the ability.
In the first iteration of the rarity update, Ancients of War were uncommon, and that was a very lovely time in testing.
Yeah.
But that got changed pretty fast.
Realistically, they only need like 3, maybe 4 of them.
Yeah, for
You
the
don't really need that armor stack until it starts getting fucking crazy. 35, 40 minutes.
The thing that I've not gotten to understand is how the hero wall responds to cake side entrances.
If they
And
take
also-
the side entrance stuff, the top spawners will want to walk through that gap through the hero to attack it if it's the inside wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do see
So
a sapper
unless-
going up the bandit here. It's getting munched a bit, but it's got the...
Yeah, it does behave kind of strangely because the aggro range of units and heroes is so large. So if they do cake that side, the ones that are coming from the top walking by the hero will still aggro to the hero. They won't actually go to where the caked wall is. So if they want to go bottom wall, they're gonna need to shuffle and hope that they get a bunch on the bottom side so that they're able to at least split the wings.
Both teams at 3 spawner. Wings are just at 3 at 11 minutes. So there's probably a tasty upgrade right there.
Doesn't look like that Moonwell's reaching the bottom wall for left side here.
You are correct. Also, Ali only has an armor upgrade and a wall health there, so the generation of the life wall is dependent on its health upgrades.
Yep, neither, they don't have any wall upgrades on the right side either. That's typically what I spend my first 500 gold on. If I get that cutie core at 10 minutes, I'll put 500 gold and then I get at least health and damage. If I'm doing really well in eco, I'll go armor if I don't have those already with like a blacksmith, but...
number of. So somebody on right side team did elect to skip a moonwell at some. But otherwise, there's only one moonwell on the entire field. Both sides.
And Lings are already level 4. Isn't too crazy, but it's enough.
Here's a funny thing to think about. Is it possible to... I wonder if the Moopy chance is tied to the particular barrel that you roll or not. You may never know.
Like which slot it's in?
No, when a Moopy comes out of the barrel. Is it seed dependent? We may never know.
Oh.
Slime, don't tell us.
One of the great mysteries.
So based on
Slime
what
said
you
they're-
know,
Slime said he's planning on doing like 80,000 seeds or some shit, so there's almost no statistical way of playing the game often enough and observing enough games to where you'd be able to recognize if a seed was ever duplicated. Unless you used some sort of, or built some sort of external application that ran all that data. It's like, oh, I've seen this first 11 rolls before. That means I know what my next 150 rolls are going to be.
No, but the amount that you change seeds every time is random. So you'd have to get a consistent amount.
yeah, even if you analyze that, for example, the number of attempts you would need to put in. Enormous.
It would be a headache amount of work.
Spend your efforts elsewhere. Yeah, so still no. Now, obviously, Furious is using Hero Ball, so this is going to benefit from him having a Life Shroom. Right now, the Life Shroom is nice and topped up. It's not too low.
He's got a landmine ready for the Hunterling here.
Indeed, he does. It'll kill his trap by the looks of it, his punji stick, but otherwise, that should be fine.
Yeah, those sticks are so cheap.
It's
Surprised there's
probably
no
out of
damage
range.
upgrade on it.
Yeah, I get. Well, so one of the things about the hero wall shred is that you're generally strapped for cash, is what I'm told. Whoa! Look at the damage of that thing.
Look at the
Oh,
wall
dude.
gone.
Wall gun.
Yeah, if that basic wall's gone.
Oops.
I don't know if he's gonna recognize that.
Whoopsie.
But that was beautiful.
4,000 damage instantaneously.
Talk about a special trick.
Edge is now using Blood Bolt on the boss. Takes away 30% of its max HP every time.
Still not a lot of healing options though for Rising Hose. Eventually, that's going to be a problem. Surely. These are only at level 4 though, 16 minutes into the game. 75 and 42 eco here. On the left
Got
side.
103, 66 over here. 108, 66. Death Knight's all up, level 9 now. Scaling pretty decently. Going
Oh, yeah,
for
I'm definitely
Landmine.
as concerned as I am about the reality of a hero wall. And you know, hit the other side potentially where it's not particularly strong. Tohako. Oh, he does have 2 wall upgrades now, so that's something.
Good. You'd think with placing these mines, at least getting a few trap upgrades, especially since he needs to rely on the life shrooms.
Top
I'm,
upgrades are being bought, they're just
we found a bug.
Like, you can look
Yeah.
at his punji sticks and see the damage.
Okay. Yeah, 4,500 damage for 1 mine. Pretty good. Especially if both hunters come rolling over the top at the same time.
Indeed. I mean, gives you some reason to want to go outside of your base a little bit. But I am definitely concerned about Red-Headed Stepchildren's base at the moment. They've got walls on the outer edge
Yep.
of the barriers and nothing on their back top right wall.
That is a problem.
In fact, none of those moon walls actually. I can't remember how many cells you need to touch the bunker with.
You have to
Pretty
touch the
sure.
middle of the building.
Yeah, if they really wanted to be nasty, they could shuffle some spawners around, start hitting all 3 walls.
Indeed.
I would. That's gonna take a while. You could just stasis the light wall and take the bunker top right and stasis the light wall. That way they'll
I think-
avoid targeting it.
I think even with just getting them to run by, I think wing vision being reduced the way it is, they'll
Yeah.
probably run past it, most of them.
Yeah, this diagonal is completely avoiding the wall. Basically straight shot up.
Yeah, they'll want to hug that entrance just to the bottom right below the life wall. But notice how the zoomlings are trying. They're actually succeeding at fighting the Moopy between the gap.
Yeah, but Moopy's fighting back.
He's gonna be a menace for placing a second wall there.
Oh yeah, he's gonna have to die.
I don't. I mean, that's a disqualification from the tournament, as far as I'm concerned.
Whoa. You get its high heresy though.
It's
So
interesting that
spawner
Panda's
counts
playing a
are
build.
skyrocketing for Rising Hose, and there hasn't been a 6th spawner on the horizon for Red-Headed Stepchildren. Many a moon. That eco disparity is going to keep increasing. And the healing problem has pretty much disappeared for their bottom entrance for Rising. So we got 2 Moonwells, 2 Chargers, 5 with some damage. Be
Gonna need some new life shrooms there soon. It's already at half.
here.
8th spawner is rolling out. Well, that's the 9th spawner. Oh my goodness. 10
10.
spot.
Looks like they built the
Oh.
ones that they had saved up.
They
Okay,
might be going for a push right now.
they're going for that early advantage instead of saving for the 2 expensive ones. Maybe they're gonna get some early elemental lings here and hope that they roll an extra 2 spawners. Or they just start pushing upgrades. They have twice as many lings going out. They got 2 fountains. They're matching in Moonwells.
It wouldn't be a bad play.
Especially if they caked the bunker side.
There's still nothing there. Not a lot of miners.
Oh, left side.
I see.
Interesting.
Well, it's not a bad spot. I'm not sure it's the best spot, but it's still a really good spot. Plus, what's Moopy gonna do up there, huh? Can't help you now.
Oh, that might be game here. They got nothing behind the enchanted wall.
Link upgrades have gone up 3
They're
since
falling.
we've been talking about the rush shot. Yeah,
Not
they're
manually healing. They're in. Maybe they're gonna use that hero to take over. If they can get something behind the Dreadlord. It's not a bad time stop.
Alright, remember, Creeplings come out at 30 minutes, so Creep isn't stopping them from building, but you need something more than a basic wall, I think.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Age is desperately rolling around.
If they go for a boost here. Oh, they cake the gold wall now.
Yes, they're going back to that entrance.
Oh, but I feel like bottom wall's actually weaker.
Yep, they're pushing those Ling upgrades hard.
Well, those cakes are going to be on cooldown for a while if they can weather that. Now, this is going to make them bolster those front areas and not
Another
be able to
enchanted wall here.
see build what you can get, I suppose. 10 seconds, those things are going to be showing up at that entrance again. I think they had an opportunity to break that wall. They thought about it a little bit, and definitely the panic this has hurt their ability to send lings. Notice there's 35 this way. Even with this spawner
gonna
disparity,
snowball.
that's not a full send.
That enchanted wall's gonna go down again. They get hit with the boost here, it's probably over.
Yeah. Don't even need
Do they have another time stop?
Things have gone up another 2 upgrades.
bandits.
I guess Bandit was right up there trying to heal. perhaps.
Moopy's coming to join the battle.
Get him, Moopy. There he goes. Goodbye, Moopy. Bandit was res. 250 lings, fresh, coming at you. The enchanted wall fell, I'm sure. The basic wall will definitely. Here, they're boosted this time. They're level 12.
Yeah, that's. Stasis.
Dreadlord's dying fast. These units are getting chunked. Lots of death animation sounds going on here. Ooh, the rain in the top right.
Chasing. Wait, bandit. Almost got it.
They're almost out of units here. Dreadlord's dropping quick.
And.
And
AJ died. Next wave of Lings coming in though.
can they patch the hole? They're just leaving it
Oh.
wide open.
Oh. That's a dead one.
Bandit's gonna need to move unless he's about to get hit by those lings.
Ooh, boy.
Level 15 lings.
No, there's nothing left to hold the line. And
That's
there's the
it.
game.
Yeah, it looks like finishing those spawners early was the call.
Yes, indeed.
Well, GG's.
I am being. Can't stick around. I have to leave it at this very inopportune.
Oh, alright. See him up. Let's go see how AJ and Bandit are doing.
Hey,
Eh, so what was the idea with the Dreadlord?
Using it as an attack speed steroid for all of the units, but I couldn't get my units off the ground before they broke us.
I feel like that was.
So the Dreadlord, it sacrifices 5% of its health to give a 15% minimum attack speed buff to units, and it'll do this continuously. And since it continuously heals up from the damage it does to the Mutants, as well as getting healed up from the priests, it never runs out of health. So theoretically, its damage will just continue to increase.
Yeah.
Or the overall damage output will continue to increase.
But it was looking like it was draining health from the mana from the Moonwells, though. A lot of it. Even though the priests were still there.
Could be. But that was that idea.
Oh well. You guys have a good time?
Yeah, it's fun.
And it doesn't look like they don't care for an interview. Okay.
Alright. Well,
You guys have a good time?
Alright. Have fun.
see ya.